Do I have audio on here? Anybody? JoJo, can you tell if we got audio?
Hold on. I'll flip over to my volume here.
See if we got some audio.
I got closed caption.
You got closed caption? Well, at least we got closed captions. Let us figure out, make sure, see if we have audio
Yeah, we
here.
got audio.
Okay. We're coming to you live from New Orleans. We are just arrived, actually. We didn't know if we was going to get a chance to get on tonight or not. And we literally, like 10 minutes ago, got into the room, and I told Joe, I'm like, hey, it's almost 8 o'clock. Do we go ahead and go on with the show? And JoJo said, well, the show must go on.
Show must go on.
The show must go on. So here we are. Now, bear with us tonight because we are working kind of limited. As you can tell, I'm using my cell phone as the camera because we've got the laptop running the program.
What's it
So,
right there?
well, I would, but so I'm having to remote into the home office computer to be able to run the show. So instead of running it from the laptop here, because I don't have all the stuff on it that I need. But hey, that's all right because we're in New Orleans and we're going to hit DEMA tomorrow, day number 1 of DEMA. If you guys don't know what DEMA is, it's the big annual show Dive Equipment Marketing Association does every year. Lets dive professionals and dive pros and shop staff go in and see new stuff that's coming out. And I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag yet, but we did see something that's coming out that I don't know if it's officially been released yet, so I'm not going to say anything about it. But there is something really interesting on the horizon in dive computers. So just hold on to that thought. Once I find out if it's been officially released or if it was just like to the dealers, we'll announce it. But it's a pretty cool thing. I read about it.
I'm ready to hear about it. Yeah.
So hopefully we'll find out more about that this week at DEMA. I'm going to let JoJo take a look at the comments because I can't. We're looking at the comments on his phone. I'm using my phone as a camera and the laptop as the
all right.
control.
So Dennis is on. He's saying we're not very loud there right now. Can we get a sound check?
Let me see if I can boost that audio just a little bit. Give me just a second, guys.
Well, remember, Dennis is hearing you that great either. He probably needs to get a little closer to the speaker.
That is true. But, of course, again, we're remoting in, so it's a little bit harder. Let me see if I can turn that
Love
up.
you, Mr. Dennis.
All right. Can we hear it now? I think I can hear myself.
Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us now.
Yeah, I can hear it coming through my computer, so I'm going to try not to feedback. Have we got thumbs
Mr.
up?
Shud's just send us some thumbs up so he can hear us at least.
All right. Good deal. Yeah. I was telling JoJo whenever we first come on, or you guys probably seen it, we were talking about I couldn't hear anything. And, of course, when I'm in the studio, I'm used to headphones on, and I can hear myself. I can hear Joe. And it's a little different, doing it live and remote like this versus
when I do it, I can't hear. So you're always fussing at me because there's this hum in the background.
Hey, there's not a hum anymore. You got rid of the hum.
I got rid of the hum.
We got rid of the hum. So yeah. So we're really looking forward to this week. Lots of cool stuff going on. JoJo, what do you got going on tomorrow?
Oh, I have regulator servicing class tomorrow. So it's going to be fun working on those for the next 2 days.
So this also, if you guys don't know, the DEMA show is a great place for, if you're working in a shop, shop staff, whatnot, to get the factory service training for the brands that your shop carries and all that, which JoJo's doing tomorrow and Wednesday, I believe. Yep. So, and it's really funny because I'm always used to, pretending that Joe's on my other side here. So I'm wanting to look over like, right, Joe, but I forget, we're not, 150 miles apart. We're sitting right here.
Yeah,
So.
I'm literally just looking to my right, which always makes me look to the left on mine. So.
All right, so you said Dad's in the room. Good evening,
Yep.
sir. Who else do we have on here tonight
of course,
joining us?
Mike Shuts on.
Mr. Mike Schutz, seen him yesterday. Good evening, sir.
South the shop. Frank Winstead.
Mr. Frank. Good evening, Mr. Frank.
Let's see. Yeah.
I see Chad's on there.
Yeah, Frank says he can't hear you. I don't know.
Frank's hard hearing anyway. We know Frank's hard hearing, so. Well, and it's because I'm using the mic on the or on my phone too, so I don't know if there's a way I can turn that up or not. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can turn the master volume up too. Is that any better?
Frank says yes.
Okay, so Frank's probably the hardest of hearing. So if Frank says yes, then we'll go with that. So, all right. So so since we are here in New Orleans, and of course, kind of give you guys a little bit of the view here. We are on the 9th floor, and so we got a pretty good view out the window. So, we're really looking forward to heading to the DEMA show tomorrow. JoJo, what are you looking forward to the most getting out of DEMA? This is your first time going to DEMA.
It is. So the whole experience itself is kind of what I'm looking for. Because I know I won't be able to cover a lot of it, but being able to get my hands with the manufacturers and getting their training, that's going to be something really fun. I'm looking forward to some of the seminars. A lot of the seminars are really cool too. Just little nit stuff that we miss. Like the manta rays in Hawaii. We don't talk about that stuff here.
Oh, and you know what's really cool? And since I don't know how many we've got on here, but something else that's really cool is we can actually do this. And they busted us because I was. But here's the really cool part. You ready to see this, JoJo?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
All right, let's do this.
All right. So we're going to do a little sneak here real quick. So. Smile! They just thought they were going to be cool. So, yes, we are in adjoining rooms. So, yeah, it's all right. One thing about it, at least we can't, being remote like this, we can go live and, go, pretty much anywhere. So, all right. So back to the topic of scuba, since we are here at New Orleans for DEMA. Scuba. I mean,
Scuba.
It is
nothing but scuba.
This is nothing but dive show, education, seeing the new toys coming out, like I mentioned a while ago. Training. I mean, I know SSI is putting out, I think Krista's doing it, they're bringing back the computer diving specialty for assistant instructors and instructors who don't currently teach it.
Well, I mean, that's good.
Yeah, and I think it's free, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. It's free.
Yeah.
So your instructors have that training to pass on to you, because right now diving is pretty much full-blown diving. Not like when I used to do it. It's
when you used to do it.
Well, I still do it. When I started, a computer was about optional. Now we teach computer from dive one.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So, just a lot of stuff going on this week. Like I said, we've been on the road since about 8:30 this morning.
Yep.
So we made it about 3/4 of the way without it raining, and then of course the last 2 hours it was just nothing but rain and nasty and dark. So, I am glad to be in the room and really looking forward to getting up in the morning. It's going to be it's going to be a long day tomorrow.
Emily says hi from next door.
Emily says hi from next. She's a long distance away. Emily is in New Orleans attending the DEMA show, and of course, But yeah, so I mean, I know tomorrow and Wednesday are both fairly long days. JoJo's going to be
8 a.m. We got to be there, ready to go.
Oh yeah. The show floor opens at 10. JoJo's got classes at 8, starting at 8 in
8
the
a.m.
morning.
and it'll stop at 5. So it's been long. I'm going to be ready to hit Bourbon Street by the time I'm done. I tell you.
You're going to be ready to find some bourbon on Bourbon Street.
Oh.
I know I'm going through the PSI update for visual inspections tomorrow. As a PSI instructor, they have come out with some new updates for 2024 that they're going to be presenting this year. So we get to set in and see what's been updated and all that, so that we can do PSI updates back home starting as soon as we get back. So yeah, any other comments? Anybody else popped in there we need to give a shout out to, JoJo?
Not at the moment, but hey, you guys got any questions about Dima or New Orleans? I'm loving the city so far and its rich history. I'm doing a lot of research the last few days on it. So.
Yeah, of course, there's not a whole lot of diving here.
No, but there is a lot to do here in general, just in the city. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll get one of those pastries. I can't never remember what they're called.
Pastry. The Baudet. The
vignette.
Vignette.
Yeah.
Baudet. Baudet's the other end.
I love Baudin. I gotta get. I'm here. I gotta have Cajun food, so I gotta have some. I gotta have some jambalaya. Po' boy. Gotta get a po' boy somewhere.
Oh, crawfish boil.
Yes.
Oh yeah. When you're in New Orleans, you gotta find a crawfish boil. We've got crawfish at the quarry. They're not really crawfish.
Yeah.
They're freshwater lobsters. These things are huge, but it's. Oh yeah. So we're gonna take in some of the stuff this week here at DEMA here in New Orleans. This, JoJo, did you know this is the first time in at least 20 years that it has been here in New Orleans?
No, first time for me doing any of it. So I never didn't know they did it to begin with.
Oh, well, now this actually, the fun fact is that this was supposed to be hosted here in 2020.
Yes, I was trying to go to that one and it got canceled.
And because of all the pandemic stuff. And so, of course, they couldn't do it the next year because I already had it scheduled for Vegas. And then last year, me and Brian and Dan went to Orlando and they had it in Orlando. So, this is the first time in at least 20 years that it has been here in New Orleans. And I'm really looking forward to it because the last couple of years, the DEMA show has kind of been, not a huge turnout, not a lot. Some of the big name manufacturers, Scuba Pro, Aqualung, they wasn't at Orlando.
I'm looking at the floor plan and going, can I even walk all this?
Oh yeah. Now I did notice that the Hewish brands are not going to be here. I didn't see a Hewish exhibitor thing on the floor plan. And you guys don't know what Hewish is. It's Oceanic, Atomic, Hollis, Suntoe. There's several different ones
big
in the Hewish
umbrella
line.
for down here.
So I did not see them on the floor plan, but I do know Aqualung is back. Of course, Sherwood has been been there forever. Scuba Pro is back this year.
Yep.
So the floor plan looks great. I'm hoping the attendance is up. And of course, the best part of it, we get to see a lot of folks that we don't normally get to converse with. We see them throughout the summer, but we don't get to sit and talk to them and everything because we're usually busy, working the park. And so this gives us an opportunity to network with them, find out what what the shops have going on, and schedule things. So it's really a productive week.
Oh yeah. Help each other, make each other better, build our community up.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's all about Scuba family, and we're really blessed to have probably one of the best Scuba families.
Oh, it's great.
I know, it is awesome. You look at all the divers that we consider family, and there's a lot of them. we got a huge Scuba family.
I love it. Right? I've been to your park. I was like, I wish I could remember you, but I'm probably working. I'm glad you came, though.
Well, and there's a picture of me on Facebook. I had it as my profile picture, but last year at one of the booths at Victory Core Drive, they had our original rash guard.
Yeah, I see you took a picture.
I took a picture with it. It was on the floor for display for everybody who attended DEMA to see. So I'm interested in seeing if they bring out the women's dive day design this year.
That was good.
That was an awesome
design this year. My girls run around in that shirt all the time. I tell you.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's an awesome design, and like I said, I'm just curious to see, because everybody loved those rash guards.
Mhm.
So I'm just curious to see if they've got one on the floor, this year. They may not, but
Yeah. So a lot going on. I'm definitely going to hit the travel booths. Different things going on. I want to go hit the cenotes. Been talking to a few people about it. So they got a few booths out here. I want to go hit up some of them.
oh, and travel. I mean, we're going to actually get to connect with our friends down in Roatan.
Yeah.
They'll be here,
They're here.
Darren and Jesus. So we always link up with them when we come here because we was just there a month ago. So it's
He was.
Yeah, I was. I was. I think I came live from.
You did.
I did. Yeah, we did do live from Roatan, didn't we?
I couldn't see him because you were in your hotel room.
Oh yeah, the room. Yeah, it's just it's gotten so noisy down there.
The resort's got big. I mean, what can you say?
The
place is awesome.
Oh, most definitely. All right, let's take a look at comments here.
Just still got Emily from next door, unless I haven't updated anything in a while.
I don't know. I guess not. So
I don't see anything.
So yeah. So I mean, I'm really excited. Like I said, it's a chance for us to see new things coming out on for the industry in 2024. The new little thing I was talking about when we first come on.
I want to see it. I need another one, so I might as well look at it.
So I'm really interested in seeing if they have a prototype or if they have information about it here at DEMA, because I think that would be, just from the information I read, I think that would be a great computer for recreational divers, open water, advanced open water. Maybe not the tech end of it, like the Tarek and the Perdix.
I like the Perdix and all that. But again, the big screen's great. But I like a sleek watch looking one too.
Oh yeah.
So I mean the Tarek ain't as advanced as the Perdix.
Well, so, that's
I like the air integration, and that's not with the Tareks.
No, the Tareks are integrated. No, it's the Peregrine. The
Yeah,
Peregrine. Yeah, it's okay. It's luckily they don't have a huge line. There's not 50 computers on the line. Did we just talk about the?
Oh shit.
Oh, that's okay. If it's out there, they can Google it. But anyway, it's all right. So
they at least know who we're talking about, the manufacturer.
The Perdix, the Tarek, yeah, So I don't know if anybody caught on to that or not. Probably not. It's okay. But yeah. So and like I said, things like that is it's when they come out with the new stuff. It's kind of the professionals' first glimpse of new products coming out.
Oh yeah.
I can recall a product. It was an awesome product. I loved it. I had one. It was called the Dive Caddy.
You bring that thing everywhere.
Absolutely loved it. It has not been around in the last probably 7, 8, 9 years, but it was very handy to travel with your gear. This thing, you could put your BC, your regulator, your mask, fin, snorkel, wetsuit, a couple of days worth of clothes. You could cinch it all down and you could carry it on the plane. It was small enough. It would compact it down small enough. You could carry it on the plane. Great idea. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if they just didn't sell or
they just didn't push it enough.
Enough
demos out there to really show what its capabilities are. I don't know about you, but my dive bag's about wore out, and I got to replace it. So something's got to be out there.
Oh yeah, well and traditional dive bags are out on the market, but I really liked that one because it was, like I said, you could cinch it down. Sorry, our cameraman sucks, by the way, just so you guys know. We're trying to figure out who's talking and, so. But, it was really versatile. You could pack, like I said, everything in it, condense it down enough to where you could carry it on the plane, not check it, carry it on. And me personally,
I prefer to carry.
if I can pack all of my gear and a couple days worth of clothes, if my luggage gets lost, okay, I can still dive and I still got to change of clothes.
Yep.
It was the perfect thing. I think they even come out with a Gen 2 version of it.
That's what I do.
But that it was the dive caddy, and I haven't seen those around in a while.
So I packed my pertinent gear into my luggage compartment I'm taking on the plane in a pair of shorts and a shirt and my swim trunks. I figure it's a lot easier to replace a t-shirt and my shorts than it is my dive gear. So I won't go on a shopping spree at my favorite dive stop for merch other than buying a whole brand new dive setup. Even though both options are great, it's less expensive on the clothes.
Yeah. Well, if you have a pair, just a day or two worth of clothes, and your luggage does get lost, you can always go to the gift shops and get shirts and
more shirts,
pants or not.
But I got a whole new outfit I don't have to buy this year.
You ought to see his shoes. Let's see. What are we? Oh, we're almost 8:30. So I don't know about you, but I am exhausted. I've been going since about 6:30.
Well, you've been driving all day.
Yeah, I did make the drive. So.
I worked yesterday.
Yeah, you did. But you slept last night.
I slept last night.
You slept a little bit on the way here.
It didn't take long for me to fall asleep in the car on the way down.
Yeah,
very quickly.
Yeah, trust me, we heard you.
That's why I don't got a roommate, right?
Let's see. Let's see, Dad's put something on there. They did.
They did. I don't know.
I bet he's talking about the dive caddies. We was talking about those. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what some of the new manufacturers are that have come out with. But I also noticed they have added a new to DEMA section this year. So it's like new exhibitors who've never exhibited before have their own section.
Sweet.
So so it's going to be neat to see who all
them the spotlight. Yeah. Give them,
see who all's new. What they have to offer. Not really sure about it. Like I said, it's I didn't see it last year, so I'm really interested to see who all they showcase. I know they're on the floor plan. I've never heard of any of them, so I don't know, but maybe the next up and coming thing in dive gear, or the next up and coming place to travel. So that's the good thing about DEMA. It's a place where we can get information that we need to help divers. From the professional aspect of it, you pick up a lot of neat little things, tips and tricks, how to do things, stuff like that. I know you haven't been here before. I know Emily hasn't been to DEMA before. Krista, I think she went to Orlando with us several years ago before she was certified. Oh my gosh, that's been a while back.
It's been a minute.
It has. Yeah, I know she wasn't certified because we dove Epcot.
Yeah.
When we were there, and she had to stand. She was actually taking the pictures while we were in the tank, and so she's been to one. So this will be her second time.
Still no questions or anything.
Dad says yes. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured it was a dive caddy because he's got one too. I've still got mine. I don't travel with it a whole lot because I think there's a couple pieces missing off of it. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Let's see. We got anybody new that's joined in or anything? All right.
5 people in it, so.
All right. So does anybody have recommendations if you've been to New Orleans before, places that we are going to have to check out, some place to eat or something like that? Throw it up in the comments. You know what? I just thought we never did come up with a trivia question for tonight.
What's the best place to eat around here? There's a long list. I got a good place to eat around here.
Okay, as you know, of course, we're both fat guys, so we're looking for food. So if you've been to New Orleans, you got any recommendations? Don't let fat guys get skinny.
Yeah,
can't do that.
That's horrible. If that guy gets skinny, the apocalypse is here.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we can still fit into our wetsuits, when we get ready to go diving.
Sure, we'll dive it off.
That's right.
We'll work on that Saturday. Let's enjoy the food today.
Goodness. And I'll have to say this, this is the first time I've been back to New Orleans since Hurricane Katrina.
Well, so you've seen it pre-Katrina, which I haven't.
So, yes, I have been here pre-Katrina. We're not going to say I was here for Mardi Gras, but I was here for Mardi Gras. And so it was actually the last Mardi Gras before Katrina.
Oh, wow.
So, I remember Bourbon Street, there was probably 400,000 or 500,000 people up and down. Again, first time for me back since Hurricane Katrina, so I haven't got to see a whole lot just because it's dark and raining. But
yeah, that's the thing about it getting dark. So I really want to go to the park where they have the art show. A lot of the natural artists come out and they do their paintings and stuff. I have artwork I put in my office. I like to do it when we like to go to Roatan. A lot of their artists come out.
I bet they don't have a whole lot of diving artwork.
Probably not, but something.
A starfish or
a
shark,
turtle,
octopus.
Yeah.
Something. Oh Lord, if there's any artwork or something that's a turtle, I'm going to hear about it. So.
Yeah. So normally I will get a drawing or a painting of places I visit.
Uh-oh, JoJo's got a
Yeah, the wife texting in.
Uh-oh. Oh, is she watching tonight?
Probably not. It's probably why she's texting.
Like, are y'all on? She's used to being in there with you.
Yeah,
so.
well, I think she's probably just getting back from taking the kid to cheerleading. Saying, hey, can you call the kid to say goodnight?
We're working on it. Let's see here. All right. So if you have any comments or anything, places that you know of that we have got to try here in New Orleans, let us know. We don't have a whole lot of time because we're going to be all day in classes and at the show and stuff, learning new scuba stuff, or hopefully learning some new scuba stuff. Yeah, I mean, we still got to eat dinner.
Yeah, we still got to enjoy ourselves. I mean, going to go talk scuba, but then got to do something to unwind a little bit.
Well,
so.
And it is considered off season.
Yeah.
At the park. Of course, I could, go to the Caribbean and go diving every day, but.
Well, there's no diving here.
Yeah,
we got to go a few hours to the east here.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right. What do we got there? What's Chad say?
He said he's got to go take care of his paper. So he's getting off.
Oh, okay. Well, glad you got to join us, Chad. Emily will make sure she keeps us in line.
Yeah,
right. What'd Dad say?
They are open 24 hours.
Have a good one, Mr. Chad. They're open 24. I'd say there's a bunch of stuff around here open 24 hours.
Yeah.
I don't plan on staying up 24 hours just to see, but.
No, we get done. We go get dinner. We go find, bop to a little bit of jazz music and then call it a night,
Oh, yeah, of course.
Just taking the vibes while we're here. Diving is not just diving, it's taking in the places that you're at. So.
Oh, and I will just let you guys know, since this is on the divers group and our YouTube channel, I can't wait because JoJo has never been to a DEMA show. No. And so imagine it as you are 5 years old and it's your first time walking into Toys R Us. That is the easiest way to explain it. And I have told JoJo, I am personally going to video him walking in just so I can see his reaction, because everybody knows how much Joe loves to dive.
Yeah.
And he's never been to this thing, and so I think it's going to be, yeah.
Oh, you should have seen me the first time I walked in a diver supply and make it. I mean, you're going to get me. That was like pulling somebody out of Walmart that loves to go to Walmart.
So you were the 5-year-old in Toys R Us.
Yes, I was. And then we went to the shipping place in Atlanta.
No, we actually went to Sherwood.
Yeah, we went to Sherwood.
Sherwood's warehouse.
And I mean, there was aisles and aisles and aisles of dive gear, and we were like going through boxes.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was an experience there, getting to go through, because Sherwood is based out just outside of Atlanta, and we had went to the Springs, and well, it was like 3 or 4 days down at the Springs, and so on the way back through, I actually had an order, and I'm like, well, don't ship it. We'll just stop and pick it up because I wanted to see Sherwood Scuba's warehouse.
What?
And I mean, we walked in, and they're like, just, I mean, hey, how you doing? Glad to finally meet you. Hey, let me give you a tour.
Yeah.
And
Charlie Chocolate Factory. Here we go.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we just got our golden tickets. Woohoo! So, we unwrapped the mask and we had the golden ticket. No, just joking. But yeah, so I mean, it's pretty cool. I can't wait to see. It's not a warehouse, Joe, just so you know.
Yeah, there'll be other people there, vendors and travel people we can talk to and get phone numbers and contact info. So.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a week that is it's a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. I can't wait to come on next Monday night and talk about it because I mean we just got here.
Yeah.
We haven't even started yet.
Suitcase hasn't even been opened.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, literally, my laptop bag got opened a while ago just to get the laptop out. But, I mean, the beds are still made. I mean, ain't nobody laid in it. So, yeah, I got a feeling those beds are going to feel pretty good come tomorrow night because it's going to be a long day.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Of course, we also got to figure out transportation, too. So, that's going to be fun. Taxis.
Yeah, it'll probably be a taxi.
Maybe a tram here or there.
Yeah.
Those trams look pretty
I'm not
fun.
walking to the convention center from here. No, it's like 10 blocks. Or what? No, they said what? 10-minute walk?
10-minute walk.
10-minute walk. Yeah. No.
10-minute walk.
Yeah.
It's 10-minute walk.
If I got to swim for 10 minutes, I'm getting a scooter.
It is pretty nice to have a scooter.
If you guys have never done scooter diving, let me tell you, something that we're going to start next year is we do have a couple of demo scooter. I say demo. We actually have had them for a while.
They're fun playing.
We used to rent them out. They didn't rent very, a lot of people, couldn't rent them because they wasn't certified in it. But now we've got Brian, who is a DPV instructor. So if anybody is interested while you're at the park visiting next season, that's going to be a new thing for 2024 is, if you want to demo DPV diving, we can schedule it with Brian and, let him take you around with a scooter and see if you like it. So
yeah, imagine doing the quarry, the perimeter of the quarry on 180 and still having air left.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Dad, if he's still in here, he can attest. Me and him dove it with scooters, the perimeter of the quarry, several years ago, 45 minutes. It was a good 45-minute dive. We wasn't deep, probably 30 foot.
Yeah, 20, 30 feet, and you're just cruising. You can run through the tops of the trees and the forest and stuff. See a lot of the shelves. It's a very good dive. I love it.
Oh, yeah. So, and I know that they'll have several manufacturers there at DEMA this week.
I know. I need to look at them because I really want to get a black tip.
Now, I don't know if what is it, Divex that does black tip?
I'm not sure. But, I mean, if they have a close second, Hey.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Well, I know Lafitte is going to be there, the little Lafitte scooters.
Yeah.
I know that they will be there. They're in with Riptide.
I want a little bit more than those little handheld scooters you put on your arms and, driggle around.
Yeah, but you got to think, for recreational divers, that they're good something to get used to
fun.
Until you get a black tip or, like Brian's, torpedo.
Yeah, Brian's is another story altogether. That's like military grade right there.
He's going on a Divex mission. Locked and loaded, ready to rock, sir.
He was like, I'm in second gear. Mine's all the way up. Oh, a lot of fun.
As long as you don't dive with him and Jeff and Mike and Brandon all at the same time, I mean, it didn't work out well for Mike the last time. He ended up crashing his scooter into the bottom. So,
well, like Brandon, he had his out for the first time, and I think he ran it straight into a rock, not paying attention.
I think that was Mike.
Was it Mike?
Yeah, because he wasn't paying. He was looking over.
He
ran right
looked
into
over
the bottom.
at me.
Yeah,
I was beside him, and then he turned it into a rock.
I think if Mike's still on here, he probably remembers that.
Frank said he'd take the class. Yeah, it's good class.
It is a good class. I mean, really, it is. Especially, if you want to, make a nice, easy dive. You and your buddies got scooters.
Yeah, you can easily do an hour and a half because you're not kicking, so you're not breathing hard.
Oh yeah, I mean, you talk about helping your sac rate.
Yeah.
That people don't think, especially non-divers, how much energy you exert.
I guess he gave his scooter the name Dive Bomber.
Dive Bomber.
So now he's got a nickname for his scooter.
Dive Bomber. But yeah, I mean, and scooters are becoming more popular.
Oh yeah, I can see why. They're fun.
They are fun, but again, that's the reason that you need to take a class on it, because you can get yourself in trouble real quick, especially, with your ascent. If you're not paying attention, that thing, you start going up. I mean, it's going to take you up.
Mm-hmm.
So, very important to have training on it. Don't just go buy a scooter and jump in the water and go, woo, because you can get in trouble with them really, really quick if you're not careful.
You need to know how to balance them out in their neutral and make sure you work with them. I mean, we're slightly heavy on the ones with the shop, so if you quit, the nose goes down. Well, so will you.
So will you, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So very important. Well, that's with any new piece of equipment.
Uh-huh.
You need to be properly trained on it. Make sure you know the ins and outs, the safety aspects of it. Scooters is just one of those things that, like I said, you pull that trigger, you basically got a trolling motor that's pulling you around.
Yeah, that's basically what it is a trolling motor. A little glorified trolling motor.
That's pretty much it. And, like the black tips, they have several different speeds. I think, 4 or 5?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I played on one once, then it's been a shop scooter.
Yeah. So, those aren't as bad, but you get, trying to learn how to click your gears.
It's like riding a dirt bike, 2 down to go next gear, then 1 up, put it back in reverse.
Yeah, it's just, there's depending on the model, there's quite a bit to learn about them, but we got anything else on there? I see Dad, he said, I can't read it.
The one the group had was a great one, climb in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That sounds like a submarine.
He knows all about that one. Yeah, he knows all about that one. I think he had to make an emergency ascent.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that story.
Yeah, you heard that story.
Yeah, he lost air. Well, he had one choice, and that was to go up.
Yeah, and again, perfect opportunity, talking about the safety aspect. He's been around scooters forever, knew exactly what he was doing. He did not realize that it was pulling him through the water fast enough. It was actually the force of the water was hitting his octo and purging it.
Yeah.
And so he was actually leaving a trail of bubbles behind him. And the guys that was on the surface seen what was going on. They seen all the bubbles. So they knew exactly what was going on. Dad didn't have any clue. And so I think he said he was at 80 foot or something. And he went, and that was it. There was no more air. And he just pointed that thing to the surface and, came up. At that point, I mean, that's an emergency ascent.
It is. You got to get up to where you can get air.
Oh, yeah. So emergency ascent, of course, he's so low and all that. So, yeah. Definitely a learning experience.
We'll skip out for a second.
Uh-oh, he's going to skip out for a second. But, pretty cool things going on this week. Hopefully we'll see some demo units, scooters, and, just various other equipment. Really looking forward to seeing what's coming out on the market for next year. Side mount gear, see if I know the rep for Hollis will be down here because he's a rep for other companies. That gives me a chance to ask and see, what's new coming out and all that. So I'm going to take a sneak peek at JoJo's little screen here. So this is what we're working with to see your guys' comments. So if you see me squinting, that is why, because I'm having to try to read off of his phone. And let's see. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Dad, I know you're inserted on DPV. Let's see. I'm trying to play catch up. Okay, I think I am caught up. So yeah, I mean, going to be a really exciting week. I think everybody is kind of pumped, getting ready to start for tomorrow. It's going to be an early day for us tomorrow. I think we're actually leaving here about 7 in the morning, and to get over to the convention center so we can get our registration, get all that stuff squared away. JoJo's got his class starting at 8, so we don't have a whole lot of time in the morning. And then, of course, be there all day. A couple of meetings with a couple of the manufacturers tomorrow. So I don't know. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's coming out. That's my whole main thing about coming to DEMA. Last year, I've done all of my educational classes that I needed, and so this year it's seeing exactly what all's coming out, meeting with the reps, meeting with the other dive professionals. So it's going to be a really really good time. And I don't know if Dad has anybody he wants me to look forward to, but he can always either message me or call me, and you know, probably expect to see a video call if I see our friends from Roatan. Let's see here. Yeah, Frank, I just read your comment there. It says you have a new black tip for next year. I was going to ask you too, Frank. Did you ever? You said you was going to wait and order your batteries next year, if I remember correctly. Um, so I think that's a great idea. No sense in getting them now and letting them sit around all winter. Uh, Wait and get your batteries. Frank got a black tip scooter.
Yeah.
And we were talking about when we were in Roatan, talking about getting the batteries and all that stuff. And I remember he told me he was going to wait until next season to order his batteries. That way they didn't just sit around.
Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta keep your batteries charged up. So they're one of those maintenance things you gotta do. A lot of them are lithium ion, so that means you gotta keep them. If they go below 10%, you have nothing but a paperweight. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, actually, did you know there is a trick to getting them to charge?
Yeah, there is. One, you can have a special charger, or two, you can do that other method.
The other method. You can Google it or YouTube it.
Yeah, but that just kills an expensive battery.
Yeah, it can. It can. All right. Well, JoJo, I am all for. It's almost 10 till 9. And like I said, we've been traveling all day, been on the road. We left the park this morning about 8:30.
Yeah.
And so we've been on the road, so I'm all for.
Let's unwind.
Yeah, cutting it short tonight and unwinding, and then we'll be back next week for the entirety of the hour.
Yep.
Just because I could sit here and talk scuba, but I don't talk well when my eyes are closed and I'm starting to snore. And I am. I drove the entire trip.
You did. You didn't take a break once.
So, well, we stopped, stretched legs, but, so my eyes are starting to get a little crossed. I don't know if you can tell or not, but, but anyway, he's got 2 batteries, charger last week. Okay. All right. Good deal. So, all right, JoJo, any final thoughts for us for tonight, since we're not going to cut it real.
Yes, Mike. We're going to do a DEMA recap next week.
A DEMA recap? Oh, yes.
DEMA recap.
Oh, yeah. And trust me, we're going to have pictures. We're going to have video. Like I said, I've done told him, I said, I'm going to go in first, and I'm going to watch JoJo. I'm going to video him walk into the hall just to catch his reaction, because I cannot wait to see that 5-year-old first-time Toys R Us look.
Oh, yeah. I know it's coming. Probably going to miss class.
Like, oh, dive gear everywhere.
The the bad part is they don't open the floor up until 10, and I'm already in class.
Well, yeah, but you still got lunch, and you got to go on the floor to go to get your lunch. So, you might be late back to class, but
it's a long haul from class to lunch.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. So, any final thoughts for us for tonight?
Oh, I'm excited for DEMA, the first time doing it. So, a lot to learn, a lot to look at, and so let's get this done.
Got to sleep first. One more sleep, JoJo. One more sleep. Kind of like Christmas morning. One more sleep.
Yeah,
one more sleep.
Can you sleep on New Year's or Christmas Eve?
I used to not be able to. I've gotten to the point now. I'm ready to go to bed at 8 o'clock. So, I've gotten to that point. But so, all right. Well, guys, I don't have much either. Just want to thank you guys for tuning in with us, especially since coming to you from New Orleans tonight. We've been doing this since the start of the pandemic as a way to get together to start, to talk scuba, pass on information, chit chat with you guys. We love chit chatting with you on the comments and stuff. Love taking your questions. And it's just it's a variety talk. We may may talk travel, we may talk equipment, we may talk training, safety tips. Just a various different things. So, and to be able to come in and watch you guys watch us and participate with us an hour on Monday night, I absolutely love doing it. This is year number 32 for me in diving total. So, yeah, and that's 32 straight years, not a break here and a break there. So. But, I'm really, but there's one thing else that I'm more excited for than DEMA, JoJo.
Next
year, because next year marks the 30th anniversary season. And we've got some pretty cool things planned. We're going to be talking about that in future episodes, probably around the first of the year, and, start unveiling some of the things, ideas and stuff that we've got. And that way, you're not going to want to miss visiting the park in 2024. So with that said, hey, only 9 minutes. Maybe I get to bed at 9 o'clock. So, all right, guys, again, thank you for tuning in with us. We enjoy coming to you each and every Monday night, sitting here chit-chatting with you. Always a pleasure. Can't wait to come back next Monday night right here on the Pennyroyal Divers Group and give you guys a recap of DEMA Show 2024 or 2023. I'm trying to jump to Vegas. I don't know why. But anyway, so tune in with us next week, next Monday night, right here on the Pennyroyal Divers Group and our YouTube channel. We'll have a complete recap of DEMA 2023 next Monday night, 8 o'clock. We can't wait to see you guys. Y'all have a great week. If you're diving this weekend, we hope you have a fun, safe diving weekend. Notice I did not say if you're diving with us because the park is closed for the season. So we will not be accepting reservations this week.
Nobody's going to be there.
Nobody's going to be there. So we're not accepting reservations. So if you're diving, we hope you have a fun, safe, and awesome time. Can't wait to see you guys. We'll catch you guys back here next Monday night. Monday night safety stop.
We are the kings of everything.